Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Swindler's Den and this week's episode of Glory of the Giants. We're back after our little bit of a spring break, and
Spring break,
we've
woo!
got spring break. Woo! We got a new episode for you. But first, let's first shout out our other show that's going on. We have Abomination Vaults that also happens on the channel. Our Pathfinder campaign that's run by Mior. You can see that on Wednesdays typically. Unless something happens where they get uploaded a different day.
I forgot that again this week. I put it on Friday. I thought it was Fridays.
Whoops. I noticed that. That's why I said that. With that, let's introduce our players. He just put food in his mouth. This Grizlocke.
Hey, I just put food in my mouth, and I can't keep a schedule, which is also why I failed school so badly. But hey, now I play D&D. Hello. I'll be playing Kelborn Kerrigan, the half-elf ranger fighter and kilt wearer. But not really. It actually doesn't wear a kilt. I don't know why I said that.
Any plugs for you for your channel?
Yeah, if you guys want to find me on Twitch and YouTube, you can, but, you know, it varies.
It's barely caffeinated.
Hey there, I am Barely Caffeinated. You can find me over at Crits and Coffee on YouTube and Twitch. We're currently playing through Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode, and we're in the third act, so things are going to start getting pretty serious. Yeah, we're also doing the Shattered Obelisk, which we should start recording soon-ish, hopefully, again. And I think that's it as far as plugs. But all eyes are on him. It's Siegfried. That's who I'm playing tonight, the Aasimar cleric.
Speaking of all eyes being on him, it's DrPhage.
Hello, I'm Adam, or DrPhage. You can find me online at Little Grove. You can find me on Crits and Coffee and Shattered Obelisk, also on Interdimensional Library and Gluttony and Earth. All very fun things, very fun shows. But tonight, I am playing Benjamin Koalana, the half-elf warlock sorcerer.
And last but not least, speaking of all very fun things, it's Kyle.
Hey, I'm Kyle. I was thinking of something. Don't mind me. I'll be playing Kev Ford, the half-elf fighter paladin today.
And the last time our group had made their way back from the Shadowfell, but during their interplanar travel was sucked through by a little spell that Sissy, the green hag, the new green hag of the Spring Court, brought them to the Feywild, and because she wanted to give them some gifts. While she was giving the gifts and getting some information for Kevhorn of his plight, Kelborn and Benjamin heard the siren song of Miriandra, though Kelborn thought it to be his betrothed. He started heading out to go and find her. Benjamin quickly stopped him, said, "Hey, knock that off. It ain't what do you think it is." And then he went off, not knowing Kelborn was still trailing behind him. Benjamin met with his patron in the deep in the forest, where she tried to get some information out of him about what he'd been doing, and also tried to give him some more power in exchange for some information / tasks. Benjamin wasn't here for it. Took the soul coins, but didn't plan to use them himself. He had started making his way back towards the hut. Kelborn followed after, hearing all of this information. Kelborn got a little bit of information, but did see that Sissy was being a little coy and withholding on some of it because it was information he isn't supposed to know, or most people aren't supposed to know. After they had all regathered, they tried to bargain their way into having some more time in the Feywild, but weren't able to, and were shot back into the material plane, where they regathered themselves and rested for the evening. only for Miriandra to once again appear, but this time in Kevhorn's room to tempt him with the bet of being able to sail across the seas, because his patron or his god is known for being able to sail across Umberlee's seas. So she tested him to be able to sail on her seas. And that is where we rejoin the party. We rejoin in the morning. Everybody can kind of wake up and gather to eat and speak about what plans we have going forward.
Oh, how did all your nights go? I got some great sleep.
I mean,
Do I see-
have. Oh,
Sorry. Do I see any remnants of like whipped cream or like cream cheese on him?
That's up to Kelborn, I guess.
I don't remember the situation last night. Were we afraid that there was going to be any succubi or something?
I don't
No.
know.
You think that's gonna stop them?
No. That's how we trap them. It's a trap for them. Did that not get explained like in episode
No.
15? Oh, that was the plan, guys. It was a trap. Okay.
Yeah.
For who?
The
I think that's what
succubus.
the plan was, because he thought there was a succubus or something around instead of the tree.
Anyways,
we don't need to relitigate this. I don't think at the time we thought it was a succubus or an incubus. I think this is Grizz
Kelborn
rewriting
did.
history and gaslighting the audience into believing his crazy ass strategy. Because he drank the nasty water and then went, "Oh, don't worry, we'll tempt them. I'll put cream cheese all over my body and they'll come after me then."
I think I thought it was a succubus, but
You did not mention that. We need to move on.
There was no
roll the
mention.
tape.
Only the audience knows. I can go back and watch that episode.
Get in the comments.
But no, you don't see any cream cheese on Kelborn.
No, it would be under my
Because you didn't think
clothes.
there'd be a succubus tonight.
I took a bath, guys. Come on, I'm not a savage.
I was able to speak to the first night of Neverwinter. The city seems mostly intact after the cloud giant attack on them. The dragons were able to drive them off. It seems that Methuselah, though, has set up his new lair on the edge of the Neverwinter woods, not far from Neverwinter. They are having troubles with kobolds, but otherwise the city is intact after the giant attack, so that is good news. Was also able to I'm actually going to, like, I start saying that out loud and then I switch to spores. I was able to speak to Princess Dasha as well. Seems that King Hreg is still at the Eye of Aman, preparing for the other scions to arrive. It seems like they're still in the preparation states for that. But he doesn't seem to be moving south at this moment, at least, or doesn't have large plans to do that yet. There is, probably, if not in character, definitely, Benjamin, glancing at Kevhorn, because he doesn't want to be the one to bring up his meeting with Miriandra, because it's not his thing to share.
He's gonna see your eyes and okay, fine. Through the spores. I know where the storm totem is. Storm totem, right? Storm totem. I know where it is.
Shower with the class?
You know, I was looking through my notes. I don't know why, but I've spelled Miri different times. Isn't it M-I-M-E?
No, Miri is M-E. It is for the audience too, because the audience doesn't know how to spell it. It is fair. I spelled it stupidly. It's M-E-R-E-E.
I spelled it right the second time. Okay. Miri. Well, I'm not close to her. I'm not gonna say her nickname. Miri Andra.
We're not that close.
We're not that close.
Miri Andra visited me in my room tonight, like a creep. And she challenged me to see if I can safely sail in her seas to the storm totem. Now, I don't know if she could be trusted with that location. And she's probably just trying to tempt me to her domain.
Right.
But Storm Totem is possibly... It was past the purple...
People eater.
I want to say rock.
The purple rocks.
Okay. Who gets this one? I've got 2. Siegfried, how many do you have?
I also have
2.
2.
Benjamin?
1.
1. Gave Horn?
I have 1.
Oh.
Both
Ooh.
could be thematic for either of us.
Right.
For different reasons.
We're both water boys.
We both become that. That wasn't...
Well, what else is left besides Storm Giant?
I don't...
I thought that was it.
Oh.
Unless there is one for the Fomorians, but
Ooh.
that is possibly incredibly far beyond our grasp.
Hey. So one of us gets left out, or one of you? Odd man out?
He slowly starts turning towards Benjamin.
If it makes it easier, if it makes it easier, I can take it.
No. I think that is in character a little bit of Benjamin like, no, you don't get 3. I'm fine not having one, you don't get to have 3.
I think I know how we can settle this. He rolls up his sleeve, puts his arm on the table.
We should see how feasible it is even going to be to get to that location. Let alone for actually getting inside of it. That's quite the journey on boat. Because we won't be able to fly the entire way without anywhere to land for the night.
Right. And I assume Miriandra's just going to try and drown us the whole time we're up there.
She is a tricky one. Would there be a possibility for you guys to put me... Is there a spell where you could
turn you into
put
a
me in
fish?
some sort of pocket dimension? You carry me through the seas. Would she sense me then?
Not that I have access to.
Do you think you could fit in this bag?
Not for as long as we
I don't
need
think
him
that's
to be in
wide
there.
enough for me, brother.
Would I know roughly... Excuse me. I know we don't know the exact location, but roughly how long it would take on a boat to get out to the Purple Rocks?
For a normal ship travel, about 10 day.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh. I mean, this will be quite the venture. Almost a month of travel, assuming everything goes well, and assuming we cannot find a quicker boat.
What if I cut a hole into the Feywild, we shove you in, and then when we get to our destination, I cut a hole in the same location, we just pull you back through?
What if he's 70 years old?
That's how that works.
Yeah, time was...
wild time passes faster, and also with the that was Zavros's knife. The axe is as wild as the Fae, and it could just be opening random portals.
What if I found the tiara?
That would be a bonus.
I mean, we can start at least.
Hold on. Do we want to do this?
I don't need to. I think it might be foolish to tempt her and to test her.
But it'd be so good to knock her down a peg.
Again, through the spores, Benjamin says, it'd be so fucking good. But, it is also a long time. That's quite a bit of time we would have to dedicate to this.
Yeah.
Let alone the cost of it.
Do you think whatever he's doing up there, if we go to the Storm Totem, would he try and go after us? Delaying whatever he's doing up there?
Almost
possibly
tip him off that we're going for it.
And we have the means to...
Woo.
Well, he is a giant. He can just walk over there. We have the means to travel fast.
He does have an enormous dragon turtle that he showed up on in Luskan that flooded most of the city.
You know her better. There be any way that Miriandra's jealousy could lead to her protecting Kevhorn in a fight against King Hureg?
Not
to me
till he's in her clutches.
And also, to me, Miriandra seems like a survivalist.
If her jealousy would stop at that point.
If she thinks she's gonna die, I don't think she would risk it.
There's also the question of if, not that this will happen, knock on wood,
herringbone.
If he were to die at sea, his soul could very well end up in her clutches anyways. So it might work into her hand if he doesn't survive it regardless.
Would it?
I don't know. I don't know how that...
Would that break the cycle?
I don't like how you said that.
It's a possibility. I'm not gonna do it.
Well, again, I don't... And we don't know if it's a cycle so much
also,
as...
I don't know if that would be smart for her, seeing as she's not the god who put this on me, and that god might retaliate.
I again say through spores. I feel like there's most of this is out loud, and then Benjamin just occasionally says something in everyone's head that he doesn't.
I assume this is completely in spore.
Oh, that's fine too.
Yeah. Talking plans about Miriandra and stuff, definitely spores.
I don't know if she is the most forward thinking of goddesses, she's trying to drown Neverwinter to get to one person.
Well, gods gotta have what they want.
Exactly. So she very well could act quite rashly in any situation that we're in on the seas.
Well,
Would it?
do
Go ahead.
do we try and go after the storm totem in hopes of getting it? Possibly luring whatever plan they have up there, delaying them, but also possibly getting me in the clutches of Mariandra. Or do we just go straight to them? Or what would we do if we don't go after the storm totem?
That's the question I was going to ask.
I don't know if we have much of a choice besides going into the Eye of the World after to find the Eye of Anam. Which
Do we think we're
Josh also
strong
said
enough?
would be, I don't know. I don't. Will we ever be strong enough?
I think we're strong enough.
My feelings have not changed since Shadowfell. None of these totems are more important than any of us individually. I will not put anyone's life at risk to try and get one of these totems.
If anything. Whoa. I'm
The edible
confident.
kick in? What the fuck was that?
No. I was like, well, I'm gonna say this. I'm confident in her not getting me.
I admire your confidence. It certainly would be a benefit to us to have another totem.
So far, she hasn't done anything. So far, none of my echoes seem like it's been directly of your cause or Miriandra's.
It would be sort of nice to get Miriandra off our back if we could find a way to kill her, perhaps. Just putting that out there. I know. I understand she's a god, so she's like probably more powerful even than King Hirig. However, we must know. I feel like we have more information about her. How did she ascend to godhood?
I don't know if... I think it was a case of, and correct me if I don't know this information, Baka. I believe it was... I don't know who or what she was before this, but I believe it was a case of the Pretender almost became inactive or hibernating. I can't think of the correct word right now. And she managed to usurp her in that moment of weakness.
You would know that Miriandra bested her in some way, defeated her, and that's the long and short of it, from what you know.
It was some sort of a contest. I don't know in what way, if it was physical, bets, performances. It could be anything, truly.
I suppose that was a bit of a far fetch.
Well, how much time are we going to use up getting this totem?
Well, it would be, at least from Waterdeep, If we left there and came back to Waterdeep, it would be 20 days. I doubt we'd be able to spend more than one day at Maelstrom. We don't have really the capabilities to stay down there for very long.
Would Dasha be able to help us out?
I can speak to her again tonight.
Do we fully trust her?
I don't see why not. She hasn't done anything to give doubt yet.
Don't know.
I think it is healthy to have a certain amount of suspicion of her, but also she is our only means of information from inside of the court, so even if it is less than useful, it's the only thing we have to go off of.
My thought is perhaps that this is like her own power play. She's using us to undermine her father, and then she can take the power when the moment arises. But I'm cynical like that, you know.
It's certainly a possibility. I mean, we have a trio of princesses, the queen and the king, all to contend with. Could very easily be a case of, if he falls, any one of them could take up the mantle, whether or not for their own purposes or to just simply continue his mission. Might have to do a bit of pruning of King Hreg's line to ensure that this does not happen again. I think it is worth at least investigating to see if any of the people at the docks are willing to, what it'll cost to hire a ship and how quickly they think they'd be able to get us there.
Do we have to sail there?
Well, it's too far to fly. It's 10 days on boat, so there's not enough in between here and there to fly and camp for the night for our griffins.
Maybe for our griffins, but what about our dragon friends?
Oh. I still think it would be too far. I don't think a dragon can fly 10 times quicker than... I don't know if we'll be able to get another favor out of Methuselah.
That's fair, I suppose.
It's a good idea, though.
It's a really good idea. I want to ride dragon.
This is another logistical question. Would we save any time if we flew up the coast on our griffin to like Neverwinter or Luskan and then went over on boat? Or would it work out to be about the same either way?
I'd say if you really hauled on your griffins, you could probably cut 2 days off.
That's not.
I mean, the more time we are out doing other things Hurrig is doing, has more time to do what he's doing. Perhaps we do just head north.
Baka, I think I asked this before, but for word of recall, any temple that we have visited is designated, right?
Repeat that, sorry.
For word of recall, essentially I can teleport me and 5 other creatures to a designated sanctuary, and since we have visited every sanctuary in every town for Ilmater, is it possible for me to still teleport us there, even though I got this after visiting Neverwinter?
Yeah.
Where are we right now? I don't even
Water
remember.
deep.
We're in-
Water deep. Gale.
Well, I believe I could save us some time. I can take us directly to the sanctuary in Neverwinter. For Ilmater is connected in many ways. It's like I can feel his life connecting between all the sanctuaries in the world.
What is that feature again?
It's Word of Recall. It is a 6th
Okay.
level spell.
Looking at it quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so your designated sanctuary. Okay, got it. Yeah.
I mean, that would certainly save us time on the way. It would save us quite a bit of time. Neverwinter is far closer to where we need to get to than Waterdeep.
We would have to leave our griffins behind, though. And beyond getting to the Eye of Anam, I think the furthest we've traveled north is Luskin. So that's just something to consider.
Ooh.
Well, we were
If
up in the spine.
if this teleporting idea, if we are to go with this and we're doing it with hopes to go to the Maelstrom or to Maelstrom, we could hire folk to fly our griffins to Neverwinter for when we return. So our griffins will be waiting for us at Neverwinter when we get back from the Maelstrom. And then we could
How
take
else there might be there currently Goliaths in Waterdeep. There are currently Goliaths in Waterdeep because they were here for the siege.
so they could fly it for us. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
Yep.
We probably
Or-
wouldn't have to hire them either.
Right. I mean, it just would save us a bit of time with the whole. We could go from Neverwinter then to wherever we need to go.
It is. I don't know how much of an impact it will have. It'll, again, be certainly something to look into. A lot of Neverwinter is currently flooded due to Miriandra's influence.
She is a real pain in our asses.
She really is.
Again, would really love to knock her down a peg.
It's certainly, like, it's, again, something to
Get that smug smile off her face.
It would be much more convenient to be able to go from Neverwinter than from Waterdeep.
Would Luskin be any closer, technically?
I'd say Luskin would shave you another day off.
Luskin's almost like where Baka has the circle on the map. It's almost directly across from it.
So,
I have
same plan,
even-
except, they fly it to Luskin.
Yes, less water, too.
I have potentially even more contacts in Luskin than Neverwinter.
Luskin was put mostly underwater from the from the ancient dragon turtle, but
That was temporary.
yes,
As far as we know.
still very much destroyed. Also had a giant walk through it.
Look, everywhere's got its problems.
It's true. It's very true.
Luskin would also put us very close to the spine of the world if we then leave from there to find the Eye of Anam.
Okay.
So it sounds like we're in agreement.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it is our best bet if we want to pursue this. Otherwise, we then wait until our griffins arrive in Luskin, and then just leave from there. Spend time preparing. Oh, excuse me. Spend time preparing there until the Goliaths can get them back to us. I could probably also visit one of them in their dreams, and we could figure it out.
I mean, yeah, I don't mind. So, do we flip a coin, or?
I think Luskin's a better bet than Neverwinter. Luskin did have flooding issues, but it was more temporary. Their docks might be more intact than Neverwinter's.
Okay.
There's also a lot more seafarers in Luskin.
I thought we were still debating between the totem and the Eye of a Gnome.
Oh.
So I misunderstood. I thought Luskin was pretty locked in. Made sense.
Oh, and then just which one we are going to go to.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going to go to the Eye of Anam, it would be better for us to fly to Luskin than to teleport. Then we would not have to wait for our griffins.
Right, but like you said, we could spend time preparing in Luskin while our griffins come to us. It's the same amount of time as us flying there. You know, if we flew ourselves, we'd have to wait that amount of time, technically, to get to Luskin.
That is true.
I don't know. Doesn't really matter to me. Let me find a coin.
Someone call it.
Do we need to flip a coin?
Let's flip a coin to find out.
What is what?
Yeah, we need to flip a coin to find out.
Oh.
I also agree that she needs to be knocked down a peg, personally.
Okay. You got 2 for that, and my vote goes to whoever gets us going, so I vote there.
I think having the Goliaths fly to Luskin and us teleporting to Luskin to go to Maelstrom is a safe bet. And perhaps the Griffins can even get a little bit of rest. After we're done at Maelstrom, we can teleport back to Luskin. I think it's saving just about as much time as if we were to fly there.
Wait, when you teleport, what are the parameters? Do you have to be at a temple to teleport to another temple, or can you teleport from anywhere?
I think I could just teleport to a sanctuary, right? Yeah.
Bring it back up. Union creatures teleport with you appear in nearest unoccupied space to spot your destiny. It doesn't say anything about a starting point of the teleportation. You can just go to a spot that you've prepared as sanctuary, which is, I assume, everywhere you've been praying.
Yeah.
So worst case scenario... Oh, sorry, you didn't even tell me that yet. The DM, I heard a voice in my head.
A new one.
I don't believe I need to be in a temple, but I've yet to try it yet.
Okay. So if that's the case, we don't even have to sail back to Luskin. You know, worst case scenario, we're at Maelstrom and we just teleport from there back to Luskin.
That is true.
Save us even more time. Where things look really scary, really hairy. Boom. We're gone.
Yes, but we have to be holding hands.
Oh, yeah,
to lock
deal
the
off.
codes before we teleport.
physical contact, and I'm out of here.
I don't think that'll be a problem. Hey, what if we have a code phrase and then that means we all assemble together? You say like Avengers assemble?
No.
Code phrase is through the spores. We are shouting, "We need to get the fuck out of here." Things are very bad. We need to get out. Holy shit, everyone's almost dead.
That's good.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's talk to the Griffins. I mean, the Goliaths. I mean, we should probably tell the Griffins the plan too, so they're not like, oh, who are these people flying me around?
Well, we are
kidnapped.
the new people. The Goliaths did raise the Griffins, so we're really the interlopers here.
True.
Should we also purchase things for our trip here, since Luskin was slightly destroyed?
Aye, that makes sense. We could split up. One of us go talk to the Goliaths, the others stock up on things.
I still have 20 days of rations.
You guys eat?
I don't know if I'm supposed to have been marking them off. I haven't been.
It's whatever. You've got a hunter in your party. It's fine.
A hunter with no bow.
No, true.
I decapitate deer. You not remember this?
We're gonna be out in the sea.
I think I'm fairly well prepared for the trip. I can go speak to the Goliaths. That would also give me someone that I can speak to if we need to change plans for where the Griffins should end up if something changes along the way.
Are we going underwater for this?
Probably. If there are potions of water breathing, otherwise and I'll take it out, the plesiosaur will have refreshed itself by then. While that is active, I can cast water breathing on us, which will last for 24 hours.
So should we grab potions or no?
Yes.
Wouldn't be bad as a backup. We would only need it for you two.
Potions sound good.
I can breathe water.
I can as well.
Me
I've
too.
never tried.
That's Granted, you didn't know you could see in the dark, and then you could, so it could be a fun surprise, but it's a much riskier surprise.
Off.
Well, the mission's right there, and we can settle.
Do you think if you cast fly underwater, it's like being able to fly but through the water?
Oh, we should.
No,
Wouldn't that just be swimming?
But quickly? We should try it.
Do you think they have flippers we can buy?
Maybe.
I'll be disappointed
Possibly.
if they don't.
Again, this is unfortunately whatever you two think you will need to prepare yourself for underwater adventures. I'm basically set.
I do want to see if I can buy magical items.
Yeah, me too.
I
Do need to be careful and save probably a good amount of coin, because we are going to have to hire a ship and a crew to get us out there.
I was about to just drop all my money.
No. That is why I am saying this.
Wait, how much gold does everyone have?
35 platinum, 48 gold.
350.
I have just shy of 400 gold. Or just over 400. I have 402 gold total, like in platinum and everything.
Yeah, 46 platinum, 13 gold. Is that enough for a ship?
I don't know how much it's going to cost. That is
You
why, like,
can use that silver tongue of yours. That's fine.
we should save, especially if we are going to be potentially teleporting away from the ship and they're going to have to make their way back on their own. We're going to want to make sure that these people are well paid.
Yeah, I just kind of assumed it was a one-way trip for them.
I was gonna say.
I knew that someone would have to go back.
I forgot that there would be other people aboard the ship. I just thought it would be us.
No, we can't run a ship that will take us there.
Yeah, I don't know much about sailing, so
There's a lot of people. We're probably gonna have to pay like 10 people to get us out there, if not more.
okay.
In addition to all of the supplies they will need as well. And also, if we're going to be attacked by the goddess of the sea, we want people who are going to be hardy and not throw us overboard to appease her. There's a lot of things where we need to save money and pay these people well.
Okay, I have an idea.
Did we have
find
oil of slipperiness?
We do.
I think I might
It works well
paper clutches.
now, but
I have an idea. We buy some sort of artifact that looks like, some sort of relic of Miriandra. We plant it on the sussiest looking sailor on the ship, and then when things go awry, we say, look what we found under Bob's pillowcase. How'd that get there? It must be him. And then they throw him overboard and not us.
give me literally 1 minute. Continue talking. Give me truly 1 minute. And I think
Also-
we won't even need to buy it.
This will only work if she doesn't shout my name.
Well, don't tell them your real name.
She's gonna point at me.
Your new name is Horny Kiv.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
It's a nickname you got from all your years of sailing.
Just no.
Okay. A guy tries.
Call me Kevin.
After a minute, this is truly the first time I've needed to use this. I'm using the force sculpture feature of Bigby's beneficial bracelet. Essentially, I focus for a minute and I make it like a little non-magical object that is just made out of force magic, like it's real. And it's just like a little statue of like a mermaid siren creature with like wave splashing. Like looks very fancy. I'm assuming because it's like made out of like condensed force, it's like see-through, almost like beach glass looking. Like here, we don't even need to buy anything. I can make something and plant it on them if we absolutely need to. I think that is also a bad plan though, but I don't want us wasting money on kitschy artifacts plant on people.
You're right, it was a bad idea. Instead, we hide this artifact on the ship, say the ship was cursed because it was carrying this artifact, and we must throw it into the sea.
This only lasts for 8 hours.
Wouldn't the ship already be on the sea?
Throw the artifact into the sea. That way we don't have to, sacrifice someone. I feel like we're stalling.
I'm not stalling. I'm trying to make sure we don't get to the pirates, get to the people that we're going to hire, and they go, it is 900 gold, and then it's suddenly, I spent 600 gold on a little magic artifact that I don't know if I'll use. We only have 300 gold left.
I'm gonna go buy two water-breathing potions.
That's a great investment.
And maybe if I see some sort of fancy ring or something.
Okay.
I will join you.
I'll go talk to the giants. Or to the Goliaths. I give them as few details as possible. Of just like, hey, too cool to bring our Goliath, or good grief, there's too many G words. Griffin's up to Luskin. We're gonna do a little bit of a teleport situation.
Yeah, you find the chieftain. They're like all of them are at the Yawning Portal, and he'll agree to bring the griffins up to Luskin for you.
Great. Truly appreciate it.
Whether the rest of you are going shopping?
Yeah.
No.
No. What's Kevhorn doing?
I need to talk to Papa Valkyr.
Okay, I'll get to that in a moment. We'll do the shopping first. You find your favorite potions guy. Oh, what are you looking for today? My voice changed overnight. I like yours, so I picked it up.
You know, that's flattering. I kind of enjoy the sound of what you're doing there. It sounds better than what I'm doing. We're back for potions of water breathing. You have those?
Oh, of course. I've got plenty. I've got 15. You want to buy them all?
Is there some sort of bundle deal?
They're 150 gold apiece, but if you buy all 15 of them, I'll sell them to you for 2,500 gold.
Is that a deal? Siegfried, help me out here.
It's not a deal. I'm not here, but it's not a deal. Also, you don't have 2,000 gold.
Sure. We'll take 2.
All right, so 300 gold.
Do you only sell potions? Sorry, Siegfried. Sorry, barely. Go ahead.
No, I've got fancy rings too, if you want.
Oh, fancy rings? Really? Wow, that's convenient. I don't have any in mind, so I just want you to pitch me a few.
All right. Well, I've got a horned ring here. It allows you to ignore Under Mountain's magical restrictions.
Oh.
You believe that?
I don't.
How about a ring of amity?
Those sound very expensive. Almost like purple.
Probably. Yeah. How about a ring of animal influence?
Dolphins? Do dolphins count as animals, Siegfried?
They sure do. You could be friends with dolphins and speak to them. And you can fear them, or make them fear you, I guess, actually.
No, I've already got them.
Yeah. All right, well, if that doesn't trip your trigger, how about this next one on this next page? Not those, because you'll actually buy those.
Ah.
You know what? How about a ring of evasion?
Ring of evasion. What's it do?
Well, if you're gonna get hit by something like a fireball, you have 3 chances to not be hit by a fireball each day.
How much does that cost?
How much rarity is it? Rare? 2,500 gold.
Okay, I'm just gonna take the potions. Do you have any more healing potions?
I got one more greater healing potion for 100 gold.
Okay. Okay, we'll do that.
All right, so total of 400 gold for you. I lost my accent as we continue talking.
That's okay, it happens to me all the time.
I'll put 300 gold on the table.
Oh, thank you, many-eyed sir and winged sir. Do you need any kind of ocular help with all that eyes you have?
No, but I do need flippers. Do you have any?
Oh, flippers. Well, what kind of flippers are you looking for?
The swimming kind.
The swimming kind. Well, let me tell you, I've got many a swimming kind. Wait, hold on. I know what I'm looking for here. What if I could make you interested in this one? We have these flippers here. Flippers of the manta ray, they call.
Man.
Are they 30 silver?
How much did you ask that they were?
Are they 30 silver?
No, absolutely not. You don't even come into my store with that kind of prices.
You're embarrassing me, Siegfried. Come on.
I only have 30 silver. Do you have normal?
Well, you
flippers?
should have saved that then instead of buying your potions. There are clearly 150 gold for these flippers.
Do you have normal flippers?
Yeah, I've got these ones for 5 silver.
And a snorkel?
I'll throw in the snorkel for an extra silver.
Deal.
We
Goggles.
have a water breathing
Goggles.
potion. You don't need a snorkel.
Goggles and you have a deal.
All right, I'll throw in these goggles.
Great.
Seems like a pretty good
Wouldn't
deal.
he need more goggles since he's covered in eyes?
Do you have a fishbowl?
Do you have monogoggles?
You're asking me for a lot of things I don't quite like.
Okay, so how much was left over on that? 100 after
Yeah.
Siegfried? Okay, yeah, I'll give 100.
Thank you. Now I won't have to throw you out of my shop.
Wonderful.
Thank you for the flippers.
You're welcome. They're my old flippers I used to use.
Oh, they're
back in the
used.
days.
You could have gotten those cheaper.
I trust that he gave us the best price.
Oh, of course. Could you tell by the deal I made on all the water breathing potions?
It was worth. It was worse. It was like 160 per potion.
Sorry. Ah, no, good day. Thank you. It was a
good
greater
day, good
healing
day.
potion or superior?
Yes, it
What
was a greater healing potion.
greater?
Oh, I do want to also implement. I think we've been doing bonus actions, healing potions, which we're gonna keep. But also, if you want to use it as an action, it's max healing from the potion.
Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah.
Love
So
it.
you have to roll normally for a bonus action, but if you use your action and you drink it, it's the full healing you would get. All right, good day. Get out.
Okay, bye. Kelborn, can you help me
Bye.
put these on?
Love you.
I don't think we need them on. I love you too. I don't think we need those on yet.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything else you guys are looking to buy?
I'm broke.
A brooch?
A bro- You looking
Is that what you said?
looking for a magical
you
one
said
or
you're
just a
broke.
normal one?
It took me a second. You said you're broke, didn't you?
I'm broke,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that too. Okay, then we'll go to Kevhorn.
I'll go to the same spot that I prayed to him. The dock. I'm just gonna pray, call out to him, see if he listens. Would that
do
be,
religion with, charisma?
No. Oh no. Okay.
Use intelligence instead.
No, I'm good. Could I use strength instead?
No.
Strength of his charisma.
That's a 12.
A 12? I mean, he's listening. You feel the breeze change to go out towards the ocean.
This is weird. I usually talk to Volida. I should have gotten advice from Sieg. Valkyr, sir. Would you happen to know about the goddess Miriandra?
You get an affirmation, as he did save you from her already once.
Yeah, that's right. Could you please lend your protection to me and my party? You said the Griffins would get to Luskin in how many days?
The Griffins will be able to get there in a day,
Okay.
but it would have shaved 2 days off your journey, so it would have all in all shaved 1. But yeah, it'll take them a day to get to Luskin.
Would you please lend me your protection for me and my group sail through the seas and get another boon tomorrow.
You feel that affirmation again. I'm going to say mechanically, only because you rolled bad right now. When you're traveling, you'll be able to roll to do specific things, and I'll prompt you for those. But you, like Valkyr, will be with you. It won't be given. It'll be earned through rolls as you go.
I really shouldn't have sacrificed my advantage.
Love it. Very spicy, very fun.
Oh no. Okay.
You
Thank
agreed
you,
to
sir.
this, bud.
Okay, love you, bye. Smooches.
And you all regather after doing your tasks.
Okay, so we just need to hold hands.
Do I need to take off my gloves?
Yes, and also these. And he pulls out the same rope that he uses for binding his own arms together for Ilmater. Nothing weird. Don't be weird. This isn't
Chat,
a
don't
weird.
be
I already thought it. I spores
Don't be
it.
weird chat. Don't be weird.
Just forced an image.
All right. I've never done this before, but
Me too.
well, just think of the temple in Luskin.
Oh, which
Okay.
one was that? Oh no, I might be picturing the wrong one.
I don't think I was ever there at the temple.
I think most of you guys sat outside.
No, the Luskin one was the one that had like all the different things, right? No.
No, that was Neverwinter. That was the Triad. Luskin one was just a temple of Ilmater, I believe. Actually, I don't even know that it was Ilmater.
I was trying to find that too. I couldn't remember because I know there's one for Ariel or Ariel. I can't remember the name of the god of a campaign I ran. Oral, yeah, Oriel. And then there was obviously the one you changed over to Miriandra. I couldn't find the name of the other one. I know there's one for what's her name as well, the god of luck.
Oh, I knew her name until you said that you didn't remember it. She's in
Timora.
Yeah.
But you know what, chat? Don't crucify me. We're just going to be vague about it. All right. You think about the temple that you prayed at, and you feel a whooshing around you, and before long you appear here in this temple. I'm saying Owlbear is with you. She's there. Hoot.
Oh no, Huey couldn't make it.
Yeah, Yui died in transit. Permanently, he can't be resummoned.
Finks was down at the bar. Oh no.
That sucks. Guess I need a new boon for Miriandra then. If Huey's dead.
But yeah, you all appear. Huey, Finks, Owlbear. Which I think it's had two different names. I can't remember either of them.
I thought it was fish.
It was Fish at one point, but I think I renamed her at some point. But
I thought it was Polly Pocket.
yeah, that too.
Well,
Can't remember its own name.
All right. I
Oh, wait.
will. What?
Didn't I name it or rename it to Nessie or something like that?
I don't remember. The only name I remember is Fish.
I
even
don't
know
really
if
say
that's
its name anyways. It's fine.
Cutie McStuffins.
All right, I will go see who's willing to be hired on to take us to Maelstrom.
Here, I will. You're better at smooth talking people. He gives you his bag of coin.
Great. How much is that?
46 plat, 13 gold, 54 silver, 9 copper.
Great. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go down to the docks. I don't know if the docks is actually the best place. I would know where to go to hire ships and that type of stuff. I know these things. I worked for pirates once.
Do you need my coin as well?
How much do you have left?
I got 25 platinum. Although,
Great.
can I come and then I get to pick like one or two?
One or two of what?
People.
Shipmates?
That's not. I mean, all of you are welcome to come. That's not normally how this works, but you're all welcome to come.
I feel like it might be fun.
It doesn't normally work in the sense of you hire a captain and then he brings his crew. It's not like we're picking people individually to man the ship.
Oh.
You really have no idea about boats.
No.
You really are the Prince of Flowers.
There's flowers under the water, right?
I don't know if they're classified as flowers.
They're plants,
we'll
right?
find out.
Yeah. I don't know if any aquatic plants, like fully submerged plants, would flower, so to speak.
As we're all drowning at the bottom of the sea, we'll find out.
Well, if I'm drowning, we have bigger issues. Well, I have bigger issues if I'm drowning.
I have bigger issues if I'm in a situation where I'm drowning.
Yeah, we got a lot of problems here beyond just the physical act of drowning. Again, you two, drowning's the biggest thing. Us two, we got bigger problems if we're drowning.
Baka, am I
You
gonna...
guys can go ahead. I'll spend possibly my last day playing with my owlbear.
What's your owlbear's name?
Don't worry about it.
Baka, what are the drowning rules for armor? Because I do have...
Technically, there is no hard and fast rules about armor. I always thought there was, but it turned out I was reading homebrew rule. So we're not gonna deal with that. You're strong enough to swim in your armor.
Okay, I was gonna say I
armor.
might have to go pick up something lighter, but it's a medium armor anyways. It's not like a heavy armor, so I don't know.
Yeah, the armor is not gonna inhabilitate your swimming speed.
Got it.
You're already slow in the water as it is.
Well, I'm gonna cast Fly, which will allow me to glide through the water with ease.
I'll allow you to still move at half movement with your fly underwater.
Better than your walking speed.
Which is still 30 feet because you have 60 feet when you fly, so.
Wow.
Wow, I'm a bad DM. Everybody get in the comments. Tell me how bad I am.
I feel like flying through water is the same as flying through the air.
Anyway. So you guys gonna head down to the wharfs, or what once was the wharfs. It's now a lot of ships kind of using makeshift gangways to the shoreline, because like even as you're walking around here, buildings are destroyed. Either like you're in the southern part, moving through the southern part of Luskan, so it is where most of the water hits. Closer inland isn't as bad, but as you get closer to the shore, a lot of buildings are just destroyed, and they're slowly being rebuilt, but it's a lot to deal with. There are a lot of ships here, but as you're kind of moving around talking to people, it does seem a lot of them are being used to either bring goods in to Luskan from other places, trying to rebuild, or heading out to get goods from further south, mostly from like Baldur's Gate and further south, things that haven't been affected by giants yet.
What if I'm trying to hire perhaps a less than savory ship? Because I have I've worked for one of the pirate kings of Luskan, and I have the Zentarum contacts, so it's like, yeah, all the like legitimate ships are doing this, but there has like smugglers or pirates or like that type of client. Like I'm casting a wide net for anyone that might be able to or might be willing to go on this trip for us.
I scream at the top of my lungs, who here is willing and brave enough to go into the heart of the storm of giants that so ransacked your town? Who is brave enough to go into the heart of their den and steal their very sacred item? Revenge for Luskin.
Both of you. Kelborn gives me persuasion. Benjamin can do either perception or persuasion, or if you have something else that makes sense.
I mean, I'm gonna do persuasion. Although I really do like Kelborn's strategy. I got a 30.
Jesus.
Mine was not super great. 14, yeah.
14. As Kelborn's yelling, Benjamin, you kind of look around to see if anybody is catching on to it. And you see guy with a long gray beard. He's kind of leaned back in a chair on the back two legs. His feet are kicked up on a stool. He kind of looks at you, kind of raises a hand with one finger that, I'll do it.
Well, who might be you, good sir?
They call me... yeah, they call me Foggy.
Foggy, I truly love this man already.
I love you too.
Is he? What is he, like a human or like a dwarf?
Older human male, kind of like
okay.
more stoutly built. But yeah, human male, older.
Darn.
We're, I mean, we can just talk business here unless you have somewhere else you would like to.
No, I mean, ain't much else place to talk business at the moment. Saying you want to go look at some storm giants, do you?
Indeed, we've tracked down their den. It is to the north of the Purple Rocks.
Yes, a place I know well. Been there a time or two myself, you know.
Can we incite him?
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to as well, although I'm already gonna hire this man.
20. Oh, sorry, 21.
I got a 23.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's been
Sorry.
there, but probably not in the boisterous way that he's making it sound. He's making it sound like he's like been on adventures there, but he's probably passed by one.
Great, I don't care. He's a sea captain. He exaggerates.
And you have no fears of entering the storm giant domain?
What's there to fear? What are you doing over there that you're so afeared?
Seeking our revenge for Luskin.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll bring you over there, and you can do some revenging if you'd like, for the right amount of coin, of course.
How much are you looking for?
Well, tell you what, they usually charge about 2,000 gold around here, but as you can see, my ship ain't quite up and running right now, and that's for reasons that you will have to, of course, help me with, and I'll cut down the price for you.
How long would it take for the ship to be seaworthy?
However long it takes you to get rid of a bunch of rats.
Oh, that's not that hard.
What would the price be reduced down to?
I could cut it to half for you. How's that sound?
Hold on. Let me do math.
When you say rats, do you mean like the animal, or do you mean like
Yeah.
people who backstabbed you?
No, like a bunch of giant hairy rats.
Okay. Yeah. Does he have an eye patch?
No.
How about a big captain's hat?
Yeah, you got a big old captain's hat.
Good.
It doesn't quite fit the part, but the captain's hat, you know, he's got. Does he have any peg legs?
He's got some strapped to his belt, but he doesn't have one.
He's got peg legs.
He's ready
strapped
for
to
a
his belt.
at-sea amputation.
Okay, you know, he looks at 8.
900.
900, you kill all them rats, and you have to go tell the boys at the tavern to get down here when you're done.
More than happy to go inform the boys.
All right, it's a deal. He puts his giant hand out to shake.
Great. Okay. Let me do math. And then I'll give everyone's money back.
Math.
That all adds up. That all adds up. 35. Okay. Hevhorn gets back 16 platinum, and then the rest of your coins. So I took 30 from Kevhorn, 25 from Kelborn, and then I paid him 35 platinum.
So
well, like, I will pay him. I'm not paying him until we deal with the rats. Like, until we're on the way.
Yeah,
like, this is,
cool.
we're not. I'm not giving him his money, getting rid of the rats, and then he's gonna run away. I know how this works.
You've got a bright eye, young lad. All right, well, just head on up to your ship there, old Susie Spatooni.
Uzi Spatooni.
That's the name of the ship. And just go below the docks. It's infested with rats. Just get rid of them all, and we're ready to set sail. Don't get bit. You'll get the sewer plague.
No, I don't. This.
Watch your eyes, mister. You got a lot of them to get bit at.
Yes, I suppose I do.
As we start walking over, I go mostly to Kelborn. I'm like, this is actually shockingly similar to how the three of us met. Is that we it wasn't rats, but there was a disease that was happening, and we went and hunted down a bunch of grubs that were in the sewers. So this is a real throwback to how we all met.
So
it feels very nostalgic.
What I am hearing is that you guys failed your first quest, and now the
No.
disease has transferred to rats.
No, it was worse, and it was in a different city.
Okay.
Sewer plague has been around for as long as we've had sewers.
You know,
this is not.
I know very little about ships. However, I can tell you that the number one transference of diseases comes through shipments via ship. Right?
You know what also comes through shipments of bananas? Giant ass spiders. When I worked at a grocery store, I was terrified every time I had to restock bananas that there was going to be a big ass spider in that box.
Wow. Yeah, that's not fun.
When you used to work at a grocery store.
Once I was restocking something, I saw a scorpion.
Ugh.
Did you eat it?
Great.
No, I'm good.
All right, do you step aboard this ship?
Absolutely. Zero fear. Benjamin's leading the way.
There's no way these are rats. It's
100
just
I
foot
don't
long,
care.
20 foot wide ship, huge sails that aren't up yet, of course. And you begin to head below decks. As you do, you make your way down the first set of stairs to the main lower deck, and you're instantly greeted with the whole floor writhing in black masses covered in rats.
Give me 1 second. Let me just check something. Yeah, this doesn't have any impact on items. I cast Cone of Cold in front of me.
All right, roll me some damage.
It's a 60-foot cone, so I'm just obliterating the hold of this ship. It doesn't actually have any impact on items. I do 38 cold damage, They do a Constitution saving throw. If they succeed, they take half of that.
I'll say they're little stinky rats. They don't need to do that because they just get a shot up. But as you send this wave of cold over them and a bunch of rats die in this cone, what other ones were outside of the cone's range start squeaking and running towards the back of this cargo hold area, and you feel the ship begin to rumble as out of the cracks in the floorboards and the walls, more rats come pouring in and begin to form together into masses. I'm gonna need initiatives.
Great.
Rat King.
And we will pull you over to the map.
Yes, rat map.
Rat map. And not have this.
Oh, look at that sucker. He's so cute.
So these doors are open. Don't ignore the numbers. I couldn't find ones to get rid of the numbers.
This is so fun.
Let's see. We've got these guys.
Be accurate. I think I'm actually like here.
So
unfortunately.
we agreed that there's flowers under the water, right? So,
No, not here. And then where's my other guy? Oh, they share the same. All right, so what did Benjamin get?
I got a 6.
Got a 6.
I was so cool and confident, and I'm just not paid. Like, I see the rats, I'm like, this is gonna be no issue whatsoever.
Then we have Kevhorn.
9.
9. You guys were rolling well. And then we have Siegfried.
7.
7. And Calborn.
13.
13.
We all rolled
Well,
so badly.
Calborn, you rolled the best out of everybody. So, just so you are kind of aware of the situation in front of you right now, you see 3 masses. The 2 that are directly in front of you are a little bit smaller, but these rats are all piling up together to form this mass. And then a larger mass forms in the back of all these rats growing together. And it is your go first.
How big does this mass look, height-wise, width-wise? Are they in a ball or are they in a pile?
They're like forming a pile that's almost like, it's not humanoid shape, but it's almost your height. And the one in the back is growing a bigger mass in that back room there.
Gonna try something.
All right.
So, okay, I guess I need some explanation of where I am. Is there actually barrels in those spots?
Yes, there are actually barrels in those spots.
Are they about? I would think like a barrel is like maybe stomach high or something.
Yeah, it's about waist high.
All right, right between those 2 barrels, I want to take the Fey axe and just cut a portal to the Fey.
Okay. Roll me a D100.
What are we doing?
I'm trying
What's
to send them
happening?
to the Fey.
This feels so much more complicated.
41.
41. All right, this portal tears in front of you.
I see. Here, mousy.
Give me animal handling.
Yeah. I've got some nice big cheese for you. Animal handling. 18.
18. All right, we'll see how that plays out upon that rat's turn. Also, let me color these rats so I know which one's which, because these 2 are the same.
Eventually, I find out it just led straight to Galliandra's bedroom. It's just now just walled by rats.
Next is the larger mass of rats in the back. What kind of fun things can we do here? Oh, I need. Okay, you guys aren't that close. You do see that this larger rat's head is on the top of the rest of the rats in the back, and it kind of opens its mouth and throws its head back and then throws it forward. I'm gonna need saving throws from everybody.
Add +2.
Constitution saving throws from everybody.
Oh
no.
I have a tummy ache.
Just seeing if any of my totem things help me here.
That's 14.
14.
Well, that was the +2.
Yes. I have disadvantage on all of my con saves because of my bracelet.
Oh.
But I took a thing so that, like, I took a evocation that gives me advantage when I'm maintaining concentration on a spell. So I'm flat on spells, which is all I really care about.
Nat 1 for 5. Is this
Oh,
a ranged attack?
yikes. Big
Oh, I guess.
yikes there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 6.
Y'all, we're gonna get fucked up by these rats.
Our campaign ends with us getting killed by rats.
Old Foggy there's gonna get paid and just take all the money from our corpse.
What did Caphorn get?
25.
Good for you, bud.
Benjamin and Caphorn take 17 points of damage.
Ah,
Let me make sure what kind of damage it is. It is poison damage. Kelborn and Siegfried take 35 points of poison damage. And you begin to feel sickly as you gain 1 level of exhaustion. Unless you're immune to disease.
So I am immune to poison.
All right. So you can't be poisoned. So you can still take the poison damage. Unless you're resistant to poison, right? That's how that works?
Are you immune to the damage type poison or the condition poisoned?
I put down poison, so...
Oh, what? So what's this come from? The death thing?
No, this came from me drinking the blood of the Hydra, or false Hydra.
Oh, right. I'm going to say that does resist it then. Because I made that nonsense up. So yeah, you will take half, so you'll have 17, but you do still get the disease. Because it's disease is different than poison.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I see what you're saying. I swore I had, like... Did I resist poison for my hill giant thing? It doesn't say it anywhere near. I thought I did.
Wait, so isn't resistant half, but immune is 0?
Immune is 0, yes. So you can't be poisoned, but you're resistant to poison damage. I believe what I meant there. It's been so long.
It does get weird on those effects, like what they actually mean, because it's a condition and damage.
I will at some point go through my notes and see if I wrote it down anywhere. But yeah,
How much
for
damage
now we're
was it
gonna
again?
run it as resistant. So it's 35 to you, 17 to everybody else, and
Allie?
you and Siegfried are at level 1 of exhaustion because you're diseased.
We've got
Alright.
so many ways of getting rid of diseases.
Yeah, you guys are fine with diseases. That means it's Kevhorn's turn.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, these guys also rolled pretty bad. Two
I'm
of you.
gonna go over here. And I can't spawn my echo there. You put a portal over there. I'll delay a little bit. I'll put it right behind the one right there. Put an echo over there. Want me to roll?
No, you got so few echoes at this point. It's gonna be your first echo again, the drowned one.
Mm.
I don't like how that's popping up here. Sending a message. Run. And then I will poke.
All right, give me a poke.
25.
25 will hit.
Just rats.
Bunch of rats.
It's
just a bunch of rats, right? I don't need to add anything.
I don't know.
First it's a 10.
10 points of damage.
Yeah, 10 points.
Okay.
Then second attack. It's a nat 20.
Yeah,
these rats. Get them. Get them. Fuck them up.
And if you hit a nat 20, you have to put your highest level Divine Smite on it.
Obliterate them.
I can roll 2 dice, or what was the other option?
Dealer's choice, either 2 dice or just double the number you roll on the dice.
I like rolling.
Same.
Total damage for second hit is 23.
23. Corpses of rats go flying off of this thing, but it is still holding itself together. Oh shit, I just gave it 6,000 health. Hold on.
Oh, whoa. Wait a minute.
It's a rat.
That's it for my turn.
All right, that's the end of Cavhorn's turn. That means it is Siegfried's turn.
I use divine No, I'm just kidding.
Divine intervention. Get rid of these rats.
I am going to move up 10, 20, 30, and I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians at level 3.
There you go. That's a classic rat maneuver.
I did think immediately of the Baldur's Gate rat basement when you said this.
Me too.
What's the radius on Spirit Guardians?
I think it's just 5 feet. Oh, I lied. It's 15 feet.
15. Can see it.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll hit all 3 groups of rats. So when does they do their saves?
The first time on a turn or starts its turn, it must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of their turn.
Okay, cool. So on their turns, they'll make their saves. Anything else from you?
No, that's it.
All right, then it is one of the Rat Prince's turns. So they will make their wisdom save, correct?
Yes, wisdom save.
That's cute. It's a rat prince instead of a rat king. It's very fun.
And
it's
the Rat Prince's. Oh yeah, that little idiot failed. Give me damage.
Damage. Sorry, I should have had damage ready. 18 radiant damage.
18 radiant damage. Bring this down to that much. And then it's going to at the calling of Kelborn start to move forward. Kelborn, give me a D100, please.
Oh boy, let's see. The metal die. That is a 63.
Yeah, as a bunch of these rats obliterate to the spirit guardians, they lurch forward towards your portal and begin tumbling through it, and that entire rat prince disappears into the portal and it seals up.
It's not our problem now.
You're gonna have to deal with a rat problem somewhere when you get back home.
There's hundreds of rat piles in the Fae. You probably joined the colony.
With that rat prince being disposed of, we have Benjamin.
Great. I would like to. How big is this space back here? I forgot that I was actually like fighting things and wasn't paying attention to spells on everyone else's turn. I was not planning.
Too busy looking at them cute rats.
I really enjoy the image you found of the big rat. It's very fun and cute.
That one actually is a rat prince from a campaign that's on D&D Beyond. So that's how I got the name rat prince.
Great. I am going to use because let me just make sure, because this is a new thing for me. Yeah, so I'm going to cast Evard's Black Tentacles, or Black Chains, as I would reflavor it. So, ebony chains fill a 20-foot square on the ground I can see within range. It turns it into difficult terrain. I'm gonna do like the back of the ship where the king is. That whole I think the whole hold is 20 feet.
It's 20 foot wide, so yeah, 20 foot.
Yeah, so like starting at the door, going backwards.
Yep.
When for the first timer starts a turn there, succeed on a dex save or take 3d6 bludgeoning damage and be restrained. And so it's already difficult terrain for it. So that will become difficult terrain, and then it does a dex check at the start of its turn. And then because Benjamin has not used this before, in something that he probably thinks might be auspicious, I also gain 10 temporary hit points from using that spell, as I am suffused with the power of the sea.
You're sucking up some rats. Got it.
So that's my action. I'm then going to bonus action drop my anchor next to him and take a little attack.
All right, go for it.
That's only an 11.
I think that yes, that does miss.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's all I got.
Gotta weed out the anchor in between all these freaking drawings you guys did on my token page.
I didn't do any drawings.
I realized that when I went to get your tokens today, and all the drawings came with them. I'm like, oh damn it. All right, so that means it is the other rat prince's turn. Hooray, little rat prince. What they are going to do,
They have to do a wisdom saving throw.
yes they do, that is correct. They fail. Give me some radiant damage. 20 points of damage. That's a lot to this little guy who's already taken a hit. But now they're going to try and bite you, Siegfried.
Do it.
Isn't that cute?
No.
All right. They're going to try and bite you twice. One bite is a 23 to hit.
Oh.
Which will hit. Which will do 10 points of piercing and 7 points of poison, so halve that poison to 3, so 13 points total. And give me a Constitution saving throw.
+2.
I'm still close enough to get that plus.
17.
17. You do not gain another level of exhaustion, but they are going to try to bite you again as this mass just begins to swarm on you.
I'll impose disadvantage on this one.
Disadvantage, all right. It's still going to be an 18 to hit.
Darn.
Dang it.
I'm rolling hot tonight, kids, for the rats. So another 10 points of piercing and 3 points of poison. And give me another con save.
Uh, 16.
16 passed. So the swarm of rats begins biting into Siegfried. He's not able to hold off the rat's bites themselves, but he is able to stop the disease from furthering. All right. Then that means it is back to Kelborn.
Okay. I'm going to try and let's see. I'm trying to remember what my saving throw is. I so rarely use spells. Okay. Got it. Finksay? Can you go confuse that big thing back there?
I'd rather not get close to it.
Too bad you're doing it.
All right.
I flicker. I cast confusion on the biggin.
All right. What's the save it has to make?
15.
15. What kind of save?
Wisdom. Sorry.
Wisdom. It fails.
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, I don't get to use my saving throw. I use a specific one you specified, which is 13.
Still fails.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So let me just bring up confuse this poor rat king. He's not gonna get to do anything.
He spat a big loogie at us. He got to do something.
Yeah, but he wanted to do more. All right.
Okay, give him a raccoon.
Well, maybe I will.
Yeah, where's the rat queen and the rat princesses? Very male-centric rat situation here.
This entire campaign is very female-centric, so
that's true. There's a lot of women in our campaign. Powerful.
And it's a mass of rats. They could be male and female.
I am gonna. Oh wait, no, I can only cast one spell, so never mind.
Yes. Anything else from you then?
No, that's it.
All right.
Actually,
rat king.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna run and kind of hide myself behind the stairs.
Okay.
In case
Fair
there's
enough.
any more breaths that happen or something. I don't know. Even though he's confused.
All right. All right. So we'll start with to see if he gets his breath back. D6 like normal. All right. Clock that for if he makes it through the rest of this gauntlet. He's going to do his wisdom save for the Spirit Guardians. He's going to fail that. So give me damage on there.
Uh, 20.
20 points of damage there. Bunch of rats sizzle and fall off. Then we have the tentacles, the chains. What kind of saves do you have to do for that?
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity.
18.
He's better at these. He rolled an 18 on the dice for much higher.
Okay, that's fine.
So does he take half or anything, or he's just good?
No, it's only if he fails. It's kind of a little bit of a saber suck because it's difficult terrain as well.
Yeah. All right, now we roll our D10 for confusion.
D10.
It's gonna be a 10. The creature can act and move.
Oh, bummer.
Ding dang it. All right. Let's see all of the fun things I have. It is difficult terrain for him, and because I think Spirit Guardians also does difficult terrain, right?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh, no, it is. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area.
Okay. And I think they don't usually stack, but to pay you back for allowing me to stack in your campaign, I'll allow them to stack here. So they are double stacked. But I think it won't matter. I think it won't matter, fortunately for me. Because he's gonna actually wait, he doesn't even have to freaking move, mate. In fact, he can just kind of skip backwards a little bit, get out of the auras, and he's gonna spit again. Another rat begins to swell at the top of the pile and release this huge wave of gas. I need saving throws from everybody.
Am I out of it from hiding behind the stairs, or are the stairs not?
Yes. You are out of it. So
Dang
it's
it.
Constitution saving throws from everybody.
Dang it. I don't have any sauce I can put on this. What does Benjamin do? Can I do anything about this? I can't do anything about this. Okay. I'm gonna do bad. I got a 5 or a 7 with the +2.
Okay.
You're still near enough to be. You get a +2.
Yeah, it's not gonna. 7's still gonna fail, so it doesn't matter.
I got a 10.
Got a 10? Kevhorn?
I got a nat 20 for a 29.
Nice. Unfortunately, your echo doesn't matter. Your echo just goes away. It dies in the heat of the poison cloud here. Siegfried, you will once again take half because you are resistant. So you'll take 17, but you will take another level of exhaustion. And then Benjamin, you will take 35 and take a level of exhaustion as you are now diseased as well.
I'm actually going to cast Absorb Elements because I forgot I have this. So I will also take 17 poison damage.
There we go.
Good thing I already sweet talked him with my level of exhaustion.
With that, does he have anything else he can do? Not right now. I might start popping out some legendary actions on you kids, though.
He can make a wisdom saving throw to see if he gets out of confusion since it's at the end of his turn.
We'll do that. What's the save?
13.
He passes.
Bummer.
He's no longer confused.
It's all right. It's all right.
But with that, we get to Kevhorn.
I'll spawn the echo again behind it and start poking.
Give him the poke.
Almost.
21.
21 will hit.
$13 points of damage for that one.
13 points of damage. Just a little pile of rats left.
And then
I just want cheese.
can't do
All
math.
this guy's. That's why he has so many rats. It's just barrels and barrels of cheese.
28 point, or not 20 points, 28 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
For 10 points of damage for that one.
That's exactly how many rats were left.
10 points a rat.
Just dead rats everywhere.
No, don't go there.
Oh,
You can't. You can't go there. That's my spell. My spell isn't safe. for you to
There
go
are
into
black
it.
there are black chains there.
but I want to pet it.
You can't. You gotta do it from a distance, bud. You can't go in there. Well, you'd probably be fine because it's a deck save, but like if not, you're then restrained.
Well, Kevhorn.
I don't want to do it.
I'm letting you know. I'm not gonna drop the spell.
Do
Oh
it for
shit!
the
I have to roll a
vine.
concentration check.
You do have to do a concentration check.
Do it
And
for the
also
vine.
Siegfried has to do one.
Ah,
I've been
fuck.
doing that.
Doesn't matter.
Okay,
The chain.
thank you.
It's gone.
Okay, chains are gone.
Wait. No. Hold on. Moreover, damage can't break your concentration on the spell, motherfuckers.
There you go.
It's still there.
Then the chains are still there.
I wish I had a bow.
You'll be fine until the start of your next turn, if you want to go up to them. It is difficult terrain for you as well, though.
Okay, I'll stay here.
Alright.
But it's just been throwing gas. I don't need to do anything. I'll end my turn there.
Alright. Then we have Siegfried.
All right. I'm gonna move up a little bit
Alright.
behind Kevhorn, sorry. And then I am going to use Guiding Bolt at level 2.
Alright.
That is a 25.
That'll hit. Roll your damage.
Out of D6. 19 radiant damage.
19 as you blast a hole through these rats, and they begin to glow, giving advantage to the next person to attack them.
And that's it for me.
All right, and then we move to Benjamin.
9, 10, 15, moving to there so I can stay within the aura. But I'm going to start with a little Rowtham's Psychic Lance. I need an intelligence saving throw from this rat, please.
This rat gets a +8 to intelligence. It doesn't. It failed.
Love to hear that. Oh no, I lost one of my d6.
Nope, that means you don't get to add it.
No. 20, 24, 29 psychic damage to it.
Ouch.
A little ouch, 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 ouch.
A bunch of rats die. Oh, could you? They're poor little rats.
And then I will use up, sorry y'all, I'm gonna use up the advantage on my anchor attack.
Woo.
Now wait, hold on. I have a question.
Yeah.
Because I have absorb elements up.
Yeah.
That states the next time I hit with a melee attack, and my anchor is a melee spell attack. Could I use the absorb elements damage on my anchor attacks?
I'll say yes.
Yes.
It also
Thank
gets
you.
advantage.
Yep, I got that. Oh lord, I'm probably still gonna miss.
I hope not.
I didn't roll. Oh, I guess that's better than I thought. It's a 16.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. I got a 1 on one of the dice. That's why I was worried. And then it's a d6 of poison. 14 cold and 6 poison damage.
Ooh, that is quite a bit of damage. Bunch more rats die. Beep, 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 beep. And they're still there. The mass is still there, I should say.
That's all I can do.
It's all. Then that means we are back to Kelborn.
One of these Ks.
One of these Ks.
Every
I'll
kiss
tell
begins
you.
with K.
Oh, true.
I'm not
Anyways,
smooching him.
Kelborn says, "Things say it didn't work. Come back to me. Make me fly."
All right. Fly.
They're ready. So now
It just throws
you're very enthused.
Well, you did just flick me at a rat pile of them.
And then I will take a step out. From behind the cover there. I will bonus action Hunter's Mark the Rat King.
All right.
Oh wait, no, sorry, Fly is a spell. I use Sphinxy to cast it, but it's my spells, so it just confuses me every time. So yeah, I'll just wait right there, looking pretty.
All right, sounds good. It's a Rat King. We'll start with his roll to see if he gets his breath back. All right, and then Wisdom save for Spear Guardians.
Wait, nope. Because he failed. Sorry, I forgot that this was a thing and I just remembered it. On a failed save, they take the damage and is incapacitated until the start of my next turn. So he can do nothing.
From your Psychic Lance?
Psychic Lance.
All right, so well, he's still going to take these damage from these things, right?
Yes.
What's the save on Spear Guardians?
16 wisdom.
Okay, fails that. You'll fail the
damage.
You'll fail the chains too. 17, you said?
Yeah.
All right. So you can roll
He is also then restrained, taking 9 bludgeoning damage.
9 bludgeoning.
All this for a rat cave.
Look, this is a beefy rat. He's been absorbing a lot of damage.
Poor rat. He didn't do nothing.
What did Wrath you do to us?
We got a
Wrath
50%
you.
discount on this trip. We almost couldn't afford it, even with the 50% discount.
With that being said, it's Kevorn's turn.
Could I go up to it still or no?
I mean,
With the
my
chain.
spell is still up.
I'll
You
just
think
chuck
you
my
can beat
spear
it?
at it.
Okay. You think you can beat a DC 18 deck save?
You also have a rock.
I was about to say spear. I have my trident.
Do you have a trident?
That is a 25.
Yep, 25 hit.
I don't think we're gonna fight anything else, right?
Unless we've got to fight the boys at the bar.
Oh, I'll beat him. It's a bar fight. I'm not gonna use a weapon. For 9 damage.
9 damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna smite it. Oh wait, no, I can't smite on throne.
No, you can't smite on throne.
I can't smite. But I will need a con save from it.
Constitution save. That's gonna fail. No.
Below DC 5. 15, I mean. Sorry, not 5.
Yeah, you rolled a 7.
Okay. Takes thunder damage from my trident.
Ah! That's the rats.
It's fine, it's just 4. 4 damage.
4 damage.
4 damage. And I'm gonna add in my stone strike because I'm getting tired of this king.
Alright.
Another 1 damage.
Nice.
And then my echo's gonna also throw their thing. 16 to hit.
Yep, I'll hit.
You've been
I
rolling
want
with
this
advantage
guy.
because it's restrained.
25.
I'll still hit.
4 plus 7, that's 11 points of damage.
1 point of damage.
Does a trident's effect go with my echo also?
I'm gonna say no.
No, okay. I'm still adding in a stone strike from this. Ooh, 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. You're chunking them down.
That's it.
All right. Then that means it is Siegfried's turn.
I think I'm gonna chuck another guiding bolt at it.
All right. Give me an attack with advantage.
I'm gonna invoke the rings rune, make it a nat 20.
Get a nat 20. All right. Roll me damage.
All right. $21, and then the crit. Uh, 21 plus 19, 40,
You
30.
send the
30. No, 40.
No, yeah, 40. Yes.
you send this bolt of light at this mass of rats that are being held down by chains and destroyed by your spirit guardians, and there's a explosion of white light, and the rats are all evaporated in this room by your holy light, leaving none of the bodies, at least in the back room, and the Rat King is no more.
Oh, I was gonna do something so cool.
That's Celeborn's just flying in the back of the ship.
I'm
Now,
gonna desummon my echo, grab out my. I have an orb. Cleansing stone. My cleansing stone, and just like tap everyone with it.
Yes, you are. Except for Kelborn, I think you're all feeling a little weak.
Oh
from
no,
this
I am too.
disease.
That first breath got me.
You're all diseased at this point then.
Oh, I'm not. I'm immune to disease.
Oh yeah, you're not diseased, you're immune. So it's everybody but Kelborn.
Ah, I feel like shite.
That was very unpleasant.
I like motion to both Kevhorn and Siegfried. Is this something you two can take care of?
Exhaustion?
Disease?
Oh, disease. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I was
I don't
going
know
to
if the
say.
exhaustion will go away as well, but like at least the disease.
I was gonna say your
Wait,
face is
can
not
I?
that ugly.
Hey.
Oh, you can. Oh, I can. Oh, it was everyone but me. I'm just gonna put my hand on their face, lay on hands.
Yeah, I assume you have enough because it's 5 per to cleanse the diseases. You do still have your exhaustion until you take your long rest, but you are no longer diseased, so this exhaustion will not increase.
Good. That's mostly what I was worried about, is if this was going to continue or not.
It would have.
Does the ship keep going down further?
It does, but with a easy check, you can see that they had all come up to gather together as the wrecking. There's no more rats.
Great. I need to let a bar full of sailors know that it is time to go.
All right, I think I'll just take a nap against this barrel right here. This one.
There it is. Benjamin
As he's sitting down, I'll grab out my blanket or like my camping gear and put it on him.
Siegfried somehow looks more tired than normal.
I'm looking for dirt. I just want to make sure we're not I don't get into cahoots with like drug smugglers or something.
Oh, I thought you were worried about vampires or something. It's all in their home dirt or whatever. Nope, you don't see. All right, do an investigation.
Wait, I'm curious too. Can I?
Yeah.
The 12.
12.
I actually have proficiency in investigation. I don't know why. That's dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Kelborn, as you're looking amongst these boxes and barrels and rat carcasses in this main hold area, you don't really find anything that sticks out too much. There's no drugs or nothing. Just like random garbage. There's like a box full of cutlery. Doesn't seem like there was anything too important. But Kevhorn, you find a box in the back area where that big racking was, and you open it up, and there's fine cheeses inside.
Good.
Any of them have any rat bites?
Nope, it seems the rats haven't gotten into this one. There are other ones that are smashed open and don't have anything, but this one seems to be sealed.
And I don't think they're gonna miss one.
You know, maybe we shouldn't risk it. I might miss one. Maybe they'll share while we're out at sea.
You're the one that met the captain. Does he seem like the sharing type?
Oh, I thought we were all there.
I went to go play with my owlbear.
Oh yes, that's right. What's his name again?
Oogie.
Yeah. I don't know. What were we talking about?
As you discuss whether Captain Foggy would share his cheeses or not, and Siegfried kind of settles in to rest for a second, Benjamin heads towards the tavern, that's where we're going to end for the evening. So thank you guys so much for watching tonight. We finally got another combat in. I was worried these boys were getting a little too sad without fighting things, so we had to do a little bit of a combat. So I hope you all enjoyed this session. Thank you so much for joining us. Leave a comment if you think I'm a bad DM because I wouldn't let Gelborn fly through the water at full speed.
Yes, okay. Yeah, leave a comment, everyone.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll catch you all next time. Let's keep making stories together.